Federal officials have carried out the 10th execution in a matter of months in Terre Haute. Good evening to you and thank you for joining us. Alfred Bourgeois was convicted of murdering his 2.5-year-old daughter back in 2004. He was officially executed tonight at 8:21 p.m. News 10's Sarah Lehman is our media witness tonight. In our federal execution coverage, she explains how tonight's process went.
Alfred Bourgeois was the second death row inmate to be executed in a matter of 24 hours. He was set to be executed at 6 tonight. However, because of litigation in front of the Supreme Court, it was pushed back a little more than 2 hours. Bourgeois was convicted in 2004 for first-degree murder. A jury convicted him of abusing his daughter and beating her to death, and he was then sentenced to death. Tonight, Bourgeois gave a final statement claiming his innocence, asking for forgiveness for those who plotted and planted evidence against him, and asking God to welcome him into his kingdom. We also got a written statement from the family of Jacaren Harrison, his 2-year-old daughter. They said in part, Jacaren lost her life brutally to a monster who lived for 18 years after the crime. None of us could have imagined she would return from a summer visit in a casket. Now we can start the healing process. Now, this is the 10th execution that we have covered for you here in Terre Haute. So we wanted to try and show you what we see inside the execution chambers. If you take a look here at the screen behind me, this is the execution chambers. Now, this view is from a Bureau of Prisons federal employee who stands right here next to the gurney. Now, the gurney, the inmate is already strapped on the gurney before the media gets in. The windows back here in the back, that is where the media stands to watch the execution take place. And again, the inmate is already strapped there to the gurney before we arrive. Now, on this side of the room is where a spiritual advisor would stand if the inmate has one. And we believe there's also another set of windows off screen here where the family or witnesses that the inmate asked to be there are. Now, right on the other side of the gurney near those windows over there is where the U.S. Marshal stands. He is the one who will call right before lethal injection starts to make sure there's nothing blocking it. Now, we're not sure when this photo was taken. We think it may be early 90s, but I will say that it is the same green color. This tile, the windows, all of it looks the same as it does in this picture, and that will be that way for at least the next more executions that we will cover for you here on News 10. And it is one of the things that I will always remember when I go into witness an execution. Rondrell, back to you.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Good reporting there.